Hello everyone, today we're going to be making a small Python code which encrypts and decrypts text files, images, or PDFs. Okay, let's start coding the encryptor and decryptor. So I'm going to make a new folder on my desktop again, and it's going to call like file encryptor and decryptor. Okay, so I'm going to open that in this. And then I would make a new folder. So a new Python file, app.py. And the first thing we want to do is import a new module because more Python projects are using new modules. So I'm going to do pip install if we're doing encryptor, we shouldn't do AES. We should do pi and AES and then crypt. And I have it installed on my computer already. You can see here. So your one should start installing. And just a fun fact that if you're using PyCharm, you could go to settings and you could go to your project and you could do Python interpreter, and then you could actually download it from there. It's easier, but a lot of people don't use PyCharm, they use Visual Studio Code. The way I showed before with command prompt is what you would do if you're using Visual Studio Code or any other program. But on PyCharm, you could search it up, and it would pop up. I have it installed because, if I have it on my computer, it shows it installed here too. So I have it, so I would import that module, and I would go pi script. So I have it, and then we would want to make the size of the file it accepts. So I'm gonna probably put buffer size. I'm gonna call it maybe 64 megabytes. Yeah, I think that's good. And then you would do 1024, and then that would equal 64 gigabytes in size. So the next thing we would do is add a password. And then we would do input. We want it to get from whoever's doing the program. Enter password to encrypt or decrypt your file. That's good. So the next thing we want to do is ask whoever's running the code if they want to encrypt or decrypt. So we do, I'm going to set my variable as e_d equals a string input, enter e to encrypt enter e to encrypt your file, or d to decrypt it. I spelled decrypt wrong. So that's how it would look like. We just made our variable. So now let's start writing the code. So if e, that's my variable, equals e, we want to say if they put e, that means we need to encrypt our file. And we would do try. And then we would do pi encrypt file. And then for this, we're gonna use, when we run the code, we'll use a file called data.txt. You could put anything you want. I'll call it secret.txt actually. Secret.txt. And then you want the encrypted file to be, it has to end with AES for the encryption. So I'm gonna call secret.txt.aes. I forgot to put these. So the next thing you want to add is your password, caps lock, and then the buffer size, the variable we made earlier. And then we want to say print file encrypted successfully. That's good. I keep spelling that. We could add some exclamation points to make it like excited. And then we would do accept. If there's an error, you would do as error. And then we would say print error. So if there's no error, we'll tell it to do. So the step we're writing now is if they put a D to decrypt their file. Try pi.decrypt file, and then our file before was called secret.txt, so we do secret.text.aes because we want to decrypt the encrypted file we made earlier. So AES, and then we would make a data out. So the decrypted file we could call like secret out, maybe. I don't know. We'll call it data out .text. And then we would also put our password and our buffer size. So now we would say print file successfully decrypted. And then we would do an accept statement to say if there's an error. So we want it to print error. We're almost on the code. And then if you do else, print please choose E and then or D. The reason we did the else statement there is because if they entered a different letter, we want the system to ask them again to put E or D to encrypt or decrypt their file. Okay, so now let's run the code and see if it works. So we're gonna go to that folder and we're gonna make a new text file called secret.txt because that's what we put in the code before. And you could write whatever you want. And save that. And then let's run the code and then run app. Enter password. I'm just gonna put like 1010 or something. And then I'm gonna encrypt it. File encrypted successfully. And then, oh, I see one right here. Okay, so you could see this. It's like weird letters, so it's encrypted. And now let's decrypt that file. So we would run that again. Same password. And then you would do D. And then now let's check it out. Data out. See, it works. So like the first file we made was secret. And this, like, it was a raw file. So there's no encryption or anything on it. And then the encrypted file is right here and it has like random letters. And then the data out file, which is decrypted, has subscribed to DNU codes. So the code's working, and thank you everyone for watching this video. I really appreciate if you can subscribe, like, and comment down below for a new project I should do. And thank you everybody. See you later.